Hey guys, my name's Amanda. I'm kinda new here. Well, kinda. At least that's what I've been saying for the last several times since I've started my YouTube channel. But, things have gotten weird. You know, like 2020 has been a very odd year. I'm gonna be putting my hair up. I may be over here looking at a mirror so that way I can get out all the bumps. But so 2020 has been, well, I've been calling it the year of the vacuum, in that, well, lots of this sucks. You know, like a vacuum sucks. We've had all the stuff that's been happening to everyone, you know, like the great cootie outbreak of 2020, 2019, whatever. It's affected me mostly in 2020. Well, I was working full time earlier this year, and my company had to cut costs due to this great cootie outbreak and supply chain issues, and they said, deuces, adios, bye-bye. And at around the same time, my gym had to close its doors, and that was essentially my entire social network. I mean, not all of it, but a good portion of it. And then the more I learned about it, the more anxiety I got, and so I would not leave the house. I was afraid. Or if I did leave the house, it was to go buy groceries, and only to two stores. It was Costco and a local hardware chain, or a chain, Menards, because they made you wear masks. My anxiety was not good. It's better thanks to meds, but yeah. By the way, this is just me talking. Experience and all, because, you know, I'm old. I have the gray hairs to prove it. But if you have anxiety issues, there is no shame. If you are afraid of something like an invisible thing coming to get you, I mean, I may have had those dreams. There's no shame in saying, I need help. I just got out of the shower, so I'm going to do some skincare while I'm here. You know, stuff. Nothing too terribly fancy or fun. I have this. I've bought it a while ago. For a while there, I was on the Juice Beauty chain, and I bought in bulk. And by in bulk, I meant like 3 at a time of these kits, like the Anti-Wrinkle Solutions kit. They may have changed logos since. I don't know. I'm still going to use it. So, excuse me while I futz with this. Okay, so what you get in these kits is like, they're the half size, that goes in my recycle pile, of full-size items, and it's like $50 or something like that. At least it used to be, and it was a whole lot more affordable. Right now I'm doing that anti-wrinkle booster serum, whatever. Not that this is going to be a beauty thing, but it's more like, hey, this is what I'm doing. And I know they have an eye cream in here, which is something I'm out of. So that works. But okay, so anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because so this year has been rough for me in that I have really dealt with things in between the ears badly. So it's been more me, because I'm selfish. But what I have learned this year is it's not about me. Yeah, I know. There's a reason why I'm going there. I mean, some of it's about me, but it's mostly about everybody, right? So I live in Iowa, and if you are unaware, Iowa had what we're calling an Iowa hurricane, because holy crap, that's totally something that's going to happen. And in the year of 2020, something like that could happen, right? So, if you're not familiar with Iowa, we're right in the middle of the U.S. The closest thing we have to us that is like an ocean is a giant lake. And it's about 180 miles away to get to Chicago. Sorry. I thought maybe our veterinarian was calling me. But we had a derecho. And that's kind of what derecho is Spanish for straight line. So we had a straight line windstorm that took out a lot of Iowa. I mean, it was the winds were like, they were estimated initially to be like 120 miles per hour. They weren't. They were like 140. And in a town about an hour and a half, 90 miles away, where my father lives, it really got hit hard. My dad was without power for like 12 days, something like that. My aunt was without power here in my town, or in community, about 6 days. I mean, it was something that we don't experience here often. And it knocked down a lot of corn, not so much soybean because they're short, but corn. And so that's feed corn. I'm telling you this because it's feed corn that expect meat prices to go up. Also, I watched my neighbor's tree across the street just blow over. Well, okay, I didn't watch it. I was in the basement. I came upstairs going, okay, is it done yet? And saw it, and I went, oh my goodness. So, needless to say that it ended up being quite a big deal. In the town where my father lives, it was root balls up. The tree roots were up in the air because of the wind. But back to my neighbor. I could go back and tell you more. There's videos on YouTube if you want to watch it. I have. Why? Because I'm a weirdo like that. But I learned that at that moment, I was reminded that it's not about me. It's about we. It's about when the tree got knocked down and everybody in my neighborhood was without power. All the men who had gas-powered chainsaws, they got them out. They went over to my neighbor's house who has the tree that fell or split, and they got to work. We have a total of 4 pickup trucks and 1 empty trailer that we could haul behind, and we filled all of those. And it took about 2 trips each, but we all brought our trucks over there, and we loaded our vehicles. The kids were putting leaves and stuff in their baskets to throw it in the trucks. We had wagons. We had... Oh, I had a moment where I teared up a little bit and was reminded of something years ago. And in 2015, my husband had cancer, and it was one of those days where he just wasn't feeling good. There was and if you've ever known anyone to have cancer or have had it yourself, you know that towards the end of treatment, energy is a hard thing to come by. But it reminded me of the moment when I came home from a family event and I saw my neighbors out. 2 of them had push mowers. 1 of them had a rider. We don't have a huge yard, but another one had an edger and was and the kids were pulling weeds, and they were doing our lawn for us because my husband wasn't able to. This was one of those moments, and I'm sorry, I'm getting a little teary-eyed, and then looking at myself in my monitor thing and going, oh, that's awful. But it's one of those where the community was more important than the crud that got us there. And I live in Iowa, where we don't wear masks. Recently we became #1, woo, in cootie infections. It's just, it reminded me of why. I mean, I've always been for everyone wearing masks because I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm going to catch this. I'm going to be a not good person, somebody in a bad place. But so my reasons to wear a mask was about me. But the real reason to wear a mask, and the real reason why, is because of everyone else. And the real reason why it's weird logic. It's as a community, we all picked up the tree. And we took care of our own, and we took care of each other. You know, we took care of each other. The derecho. If you didn't have power and you had a freezer full of food, you were out thousands of dollars. I was able to bring a generator to my aunt, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't a lot. It was just enough to power her freezer. But I was also able to take all of my grandmother's stuff and bring it to my house. And I'm talking with my grandma's, talking with my hands. I was able to take my grandmother's food and bring it to my house because I had power. For 18 hours I was without. It was awful. But it's not about me. It was the fact that I could. My cousin didn't lose power. She had room in her freezer, and she took some of the stuff from her mom. It's just not about me. It's about we. So that's what 2020 has taught me. I have also learned that I need something to do. I've been I've lost focus on most things, fitness-wise. I've pretty much sat on my butt and watched TV/YouTube for several months because my position went bye-bye. But that's the lesson I've learned. It's not about we, it's about me. And that to me is the most important thing. But now I've got to focus on my health a little bit, because if I end up with cooties, one way I can take care of me, so that way I'm here to take care of others later, is to take care of my body. And one of the things I'm doing is I am refocusing on my health, and be expecting a video soon. I still may play with makeup a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, if you like what you see here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you soon. Bye.